اوكي خلاص خلاص اوكي هاي لسه دلوقتي احنا عايزين بقى ايه جيفاني مايكل فيليب مينا تربح اوكي so now listen up, this is a very important game خلاص you are not going to look back at all okay never okay we're going to start by Mina okay Mina what's the color of the shoes of Thomas don't look back you don't know okay so we are going to listen up. We are going to talk now to Philip. What's the color of the T-shirt of Abano? Red. The question to Michael. What's the color of the frame of the glasses of Kyrillos? So Kyrillos don't have glasses. How do you know? Huh? Because he is your friend, but not because you know. By the way, he had glasses now. Can you see it? He had glasses right now. Now he had glasses. Okay, look and see. Go ahead, see. Okay, you see? Okay? Okay. Giovanni. What's written on the T-shirt of David? You don't know? Listen, that's what's happening in our lives. We have in our lives 4 aspects. Our life have 4 aspects. Work, listen, this is very important. Work or career or study, okay? And then health, your health. And then family. Then God. 4 aspects in life for anyone on earth. Work, family, health, God. If you are just focusing on one aspect without knowing the other 3, or without being oriented with them, you will fail in them. So if you are just focusing on work, if you are asked about the church, you have no answer. That's why successful people are following the 4 aspects of life. The 4 aspects, not one. I'm not telling you just focus on God and that's it. No way. What about family? What about your health? What about work? Thank you very much. I want you to understand the concept of the 4 aspects in life. Because we are not oriented by that. If you are just focusing on work and you are very detailed oriented at work, study, whatever, you are going to lose the rest. And that's why you see a lot of people, they are focusing at work, they make good money, but at the end of the day they are doing what? They lose their families, they don't have any time for their families, they don't have any time for God, and even their health is not going well. And a lot of people, because of work and because of they are focusing at work, they don't have time to work out, they don't have time to eat healthy, and they gain weight, and they have a lot of problems concerning diabetes and hypertension. You know that or not? Why? Because I am focusing on one aspect of life. What about the other aspects? Where is family? Where is God in this dilemma you are in? What about your health? I'm always focusing on you to be healthy. Why to be healthy? Believe me, if you are healthy, you are going to pray well and to work well. You can do both. If you are not healthy, you cannot even pray. So, to take care of your health, that's a second aspect in your life. Family. To what extent do you spend time with your family? Nothing. Because I'm busy. Are you taking care of your father, of your mother, of your parents, whatever, of your relatives? Are you taking care of your sisters or brothers? What's your relationship with your friends? That's family and friends, your communication. Because a lot of people are completely isolated from anything, just focusing on work. 4 aspects of life, be careful of them. One of them is God, and God has a lot of priority. So sometimes we are focusing on something and we're missing the rest. Missing, 100% miss. That's exactly what's happening. That's why I told you the game. Like each one come, and I told you, like, come and focus on the big. It's intentionally. Because you are focusing very well. If I ask any one of you about your partner, you will answer 100%, right? Because you spend time. You spend time and effort searching, making inspection. You see? But you didn't have the same time of inspection and searching for God. You don't have that. You know, in the first epistle of St. Peter, chapter 1, verse 10, he said that the disciples search for God. Are you searching for God? Searching, which is reading, which is praying, which is asking questions which you don't know. How do you put God in your priority? Do you speak about God? Be honest. Do you speak about God? You speak about yourself. Actually, we have a very bad habit. If we did something good, so I did it. But if something wrong was done, or you are under a temptation or a problem at school, so why God allowed this problem? So, if anything good, you did it. If anything bad, so God permitted. You see? That's not right. If you did something good, it's with God's grace. If something wrong happened, God can support you to fix it. See it that way. It's completely different. Again, it's a priority. To what extent you put God in your priority? إلى أي مدى بتحط ربنا في أولوياتك؟ تحط في أولوياتك أساسا ولا لأ؟ أصلا بتعتبره واحد من ال4 حاجات اللي أنت المفروض تراعيهم ولا لأ؟ Think about it. God should have a lot of your priority to support you. Otherwise, you will not be supported. We do not understand. Sometimes we do not understand. And by the way, if you are not understanding anything, you are going to fail in whatever you do. Believe me, because you are not understanding. If you are not understanding, you are going to fail because you don't know. I'll tell you something. Very funny story. It happened with me. I don't know how to cook at all. 0%. I really don't know. Even at home, I don't pass by the kitchen. Maybe I'm there just to drink water. That's it. I'm very bad at cooking. I don't cook anything. Okay? So one day, before being a priest, I was home and my mom was taking shower. My dad took my brother and they went to bring something. So I was like home alone. So home alone, doing a lot of problems. And my mom told me, it was fasting period, and my mom told me, would you please to take the fries out? We were doing fries, okay? Just asking me a very simple question. Take the fries out of a task. Just take it out, that's it. You cannot imagine that it was my first time in my life to see, not to see, like to face this. This for me was like, it's a big deal. How I'm going to take the fries out? For me, it was a big deal. And I was not like, I'm not talking about a kid. I'm talking about someone who is 25 years old. I was 25 years old. Imagine to that extent. Really, I'm so lazy in the kitchen or in the. I don't like it, and I'm like, no, that's not me. Okay. So I went inside and I figured out that there is this, في بطاطس, في fries موجودة. Okay, how to take it out? So my question was not how. The first problem I faced is when. When I'm going to, لما يحصل إيه يعني أطلعها. Just to go and تطلعها كده على طول. I don't know. It should be like. فرجعت تاني to mom. So I asked her, Mama, like when to take it out. So she was laughing. She thought I was joking. I said, I'm not kidding. I don't know when to take it out. When? لما يحصل إيه يعني? What should have happened so that I'm going to take it out? So she told me when it becomes like going to be red. You know, red is different in color. Like, which kind of red? Like the very like I don't know. I went back. It was, and you know the oil, and it is boiling, so everything is not clear, like the colors and all that stuff. So I was looking. I don't know what to do. So I said, you know what? I'm going to think that way. I'm going to take it out, whatever the situation will happen, and if it needs more boiling, she will be putting it again. Imagine to that extent I'm thinking, which is no way to do that with the fries, no way. I knew that after the event, which I'm going to tell you. And then, coming to the next problem, which is how to take it out. So I get a plate, and after I got like, like a fork. So imagine, I am taking the fries by fork. So it's one by one, and it's a lot. So I thought, you know what, there is something wrong. For sure it's not a fork. So I put the fork aside and I get a spoon. So that they are coming 2 by 2 instead of 1 by 1. So I get 2 by 2. But the problem with the spoon is when you get the spoon, the two of them, the spoon is full of what? Oil. Full of oil. So after like 3-4 spoons, I figured out that the plate is like oil and the fries swimming in the oil. While doing all this, the rest of the fries start, like reddish brown, black, because it's still there. So, you get the point? My mom got, after the shower, she was when someone is coming happy about taking the fries عشان ياكل منها, طبعا she found a disaster at the kitchen. So she looked at me, you are taking the fries with a spoon. So I was looking, it's not right. She said, go out. Really, she did it she don't have anything to tell me. Go out. I was fired from going to the kitchen anymore. That's what. Why that happened? That happened because I do not understand. If you understand what you are doing, if you understand, you will do it correctly. If you focus on the person in front of you with the fine details, you will be answering all the questions right. So if you know why you should put God in your priority, if you know, you will. But sometimes we don't know. And that's why we don't know how to put God in our priority and why to put God in our priority. How and why. Why to put God and how to put God. He did a lot of stuff to us. He sacrificed. But we are not sacrificing our time to Him. But the question, why to sacrifice? Why and how? That will be the questions, the 2 questions that will be answered in the next lecture. Next lecture we are going to see how to be good representable to God, which is basically why to sacrifice our time to Him and how, what should we do? That will be the discussion of our next lecture, which will be at 5:30. Now it's 2:55. We still have 5 minutes if you want to ask any question. Any question?
Do you have more funny stories?
Ah yes, we have a lot. We will have a lot. What else is Thomas?
Did you eat the fries?
No, I didn't. Actually, she kicked me out of the kitchen and she told me you are not going to have the dinner with us today as a punishment. So, you know, that's the, you know, yes. She started to put it again and to do it again, and it was really hard. I was like laughing, yes, and they're like laughing, and when my dad came, and they were all laughing at me for sure. But you know, as long as I was laughing, at the same time, I was embarrassed. Because, you know, age of 25 years old, I don't know how to take fries out of the cake. Like, it's horrible. But that's what happened, because I don't know. If I know, I can. Yes?
If you need help with the kitchen, you have me shift keto. Like,
Yes, that's a good one.
I'm good.
Yes, the cute. What she did, she had like her مصفى بتاعها كبيرة كده, you know. She take it all with it, so you know, like each one is taking like a lot, and without oil. I don't know even where it is in the kitchen. I don't know. So again, if you do not know, you will be always in conflict and struggle because you don't know. Okay, thank you very much for the first lecture of us. Now I think you have free time from 3 to 5 and 5:30 you will be gathering in front of the reception. No, 5:30 will be here, 5:30 will be here, 5:30 to 6:30 for the lecture, and 6:30 will be gathering outside and be back at 8:30 for the dinner.
You guys, please stay, wait, nobody go outside, please, okay? We're gonna gather in this reception area right here, right now, so we can go help the Sonys, Bishop William, and Kronos Michael sit down.
And Giovanni.
And Giovanni.
Giovanni Michael.
Giovanni, sit down. Okay? We're gonna go help them right now with all that we have, with all that they need with us. And also there will be a free time during that time, but please gather here at 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
Wait, we have to pray. Thank you
for this opportunity. Please God help us in this convention to be always role model for you with the intercession of Saint Mary, Saint Lumiana, Saint Pierre the Martyrs, who ask you, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. محمد الله الاب ونعمة الابن الوحيد شركة الله وبركاته الروح القدس ولتكن مع جميعكم ومن والسلام سلام الرب يكون معاكم. ممكن